Which doors should you knock? Very, very good question. When I started out in solar, what I did is I would walk around, I had knocked on every door, tried to talk to every single person that I could. And what I kind of noticed is like, say people would come down the street or they'd pass me or this or that. And then they're like, oh, there's a door knocker out. And so then I discovered that I kind of gave somebody a heads up I was coming. So then they were susceptible to not wanting to answer the door. So here's what I did. I did it different. There's a couple things that I know. The primary purchaser of solar is a guy. Like, now some people will get a little bit sexist about that, and that has nothing to do with it. Like, if I asked you who's the primary purchaser of makeup, you would probably say women. Now, that doesn't preclude guys from doing it. I'm just saying that primarily a woman would take and buy that product. Same thing in solar. It's typically the guys that buy it. And so when I'm out working, what I do is I take and I prospect, I just look for signs that the guy's home, because I have a finite amount of time. I've got to be able to make my time as effective as possible so that I can generate as much revenue as I can. So this is what I do. I would go down the street, I would look for signs of a guy. So if I saw a garage open, I'm like, the garage is open. Then I would try to identify, is there 2 cars in there? Because if there's only 1 car in there, and then I see this big hole, that probably means that either the husband or wife's not there. But then if I look in there and I see the truck there, and then I see the hole, I'm like, there's good chance there's the guys there, okay? Or if I see a truck parked out in front. But whatever I'm doing, I'm looking for signs that somebody's there. So like, say, example, on Saturdays, you'll see a lot of people out in their front yard doing yard work. That's a very good indication. So like, if I go down the street, I literally do not knock every door. Like I used to do it. I felt like I wasn't as effective as I was in the past doing it. So I don't knock every door. I just look for signs that a husband's present, and then I'll go approach that door, knock it, and talk to, I always ask for the husband. It's safer that way. I think of it as like going to a casino. The casino wins because the odds are in their favor. I'm trying to put the odds in my favor by talking to or focusing or concentrating on men, because that's the avatar that's most likely to buy the solar product. So anyway, identify signs of life. If you see signs of life, I try to identify if the husband looks like he's present or a man, and then go take and approach those doors. But collectively, don't spend all your time knocking on doors where it's pretty obvious that there's nobody home. Just move on to the next door. There's plenty of doors in this world. We will eventually catch them. We will eventually be able to serve them. Just don't try to waste your time knocking on every door thinking that's the best way to do it. It's not typically the best. Anyway, that'll work.